Good evening, everybody. You are welcome to day 2 of our SQL class. Um, in the last class, we looked at what a database is, right? And then we went straight to creating a table. Then we look at how to create a table, how to insert values into a table. We also look at few like SQL syntax. We call it syntax. If you want to perform any activity, there's a syntax you must use. But one thing I discover I is I give an assignment in the last class, and so many students did not submit. Personally, I'm not excited about it. And please, the only way you can encourage us is to ensure you complete and you submit your assignments. Do the assignment and you submit. See, there's no better way in learning, right, than to complete assignments, than to complete a task, than to practice. It's a hands-on training. That you're not just here to just watch video, not just here to see me talk. Our goal is you go back and practice, you go back and do it, and then you submit. Give us a feedback that did you learn something. We only have 4 students who submitted out of 30 students that attended the last class. So please, I want to encourage everyone on this call. Yes, it's a free training, and this is more of mentorship, right? We are doing it for free for all our community members. It will not be good. You are part of EasyTech Community and you are not learning. And that's why we are bringing up this opportunity to your doorstep. So please see it as part of what you are benefiting, right? Good. And of course, we also have a whole lot to give out to you. Beyond this, today we are looking at another cool aspect, very, very interesting aspect. And I'll be guiding you step by step. So please, I know some of us are beginner. In fact, I would have loved to take the training from Excel to Power BI, now SQL. Some of you might be floating, but I will ensure that I break it into chunks that everybody understand what this is all about. For those who did not join the first section, the last section, please, the recording is already on the community. Please check for the community link. Check on the community WhatsApp group. Check for the link. Click on the link and then watch the last section. Today, if you are joining for the first time, you might be floating. It's very, very possible. Might be floating. But I'm going to do it in a way that you might not float if you pay close attention. So please, let's avoid distraction and let's do it together. So today we want to proceed from where we stopped in the last class. Let me share my screen. My screen is off right now. I believe everybody can see my screen now. Good. So this is my SQL student. My mind is telling me that there are some students on this call who are here to download, who are here to install SQL on their PC. For me, I'm saying it again. I'm not happy with you. If you are my student and you don't have it installed, I will log out of the class. That's how I do it, right? We want seriousness at its peak. Please, if you're on this call and you don't have SQL installed, you're not even fit to be in this class because we've sent the link over and over and over. And if you're having issues downloading, installing it, please send a DM to any of the admins on any of the WhatsApp community that you are. We are going to guide you. We are going to guide you. Who is Miss Ebonlua or Ebonlua? Who is Ebonlua? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. I'm seeing some activities here. Hello, Miss Ebonlua. What's going on? Hello, Miss Ebonlua. Okay, good. All right, so let's proceed now. In the last class, we created a table and we gave it a name. What is EasyTech? Today now, we want to create table. But now, I want to create it in a more dynamic way. But before I even go into today's task, I check some assignment and I'm like, no, I need to do some few things here. I checked some assignment and I felt I need to do some few things. Now, what do I want to do? I saw so many students, they are getting errors in their query. And that's why I want to introduce a material that is going to guide everybody. This material will help you, will guide you. At any point you are stuck. And in fact, I might be using this material to teach so that everybody can always fall back to this material. The material is online. Just type W3 schools. Go to your browser, either Firefox, Chrome, Edge, whichever one you use. Just type w3schools.com. Can you see? w3schools.com. So let me send you the link. So anybody can help us send it on the main group. Anybody can help us send it. Please, everybody, send it to WhatsApp group. Just type it and send it to the WhatsApp. I've just pasted it now on the in-call message of this Google Workspace. Just copy it and paste it on WhatsApp group. Please, everybody, let's do it together. Everybody on this call, let's do it together. Everybody on this call, let's do it together. Please take the link because we are from different WhatsApp groups. Some are in the first group, some are in the second group, some are in the talent group, some are in the pre-recorded group. So please let's copy this link. I just sent it now on this Google Workspace. Please let's copy it and let's paste it on any group that you are. Let's do that together. Thank you so much. Good. Thank you so much. Good. Just copy and paste. Good. Just copy and paste. I want it to get to all the WhatsApp groups. Good. Now, on this website, on this link, what do you get to find? What do you get to find? You get to find different resources on any of the technical skill you want to learn. And you see HTML, CSS, Java, SQL, Python, and a whole lot more. But tonight, what are we here to learn? We are here to learn what? SQL. Right? So now don't stress yourself. Just locate what? SQL. You can access it using your phone. You can access it using your PC. But for me, I always enjoy PC experience. So I will click on SQL. Can you see? Good. We also have other SQL flavor that I can also use. Good. Now, when you come to this resource, it's user friendly. Now you can decide to sign in. You can decide not to sign in. Right? Good. So then you can come here and read. Right? You can read. Can you see SQL is a structured language used for doing this? Can you see what SQL stands for? Then you come here, you read this when SQL was invented. This is what SQL can do. I've explained all this in the last class, right? Good. So I don't need to go into it. SQL can be used in your website, of course. Yes, you can integrate it. We have RDBMS. I explained it. It's used to store structured data, right? We have different flavor. I also explained that in the last class. So I was very, very brief with it. So you can come here to do what? To read and understand. Now, when you sign in into this website, you can be taking some quiz and then be tracking your progress. So you'll be seeing it, maybe 15% completed, 20% completed. You'll be seeing your progress if you want to sign in. So in SQL, SQL basically deals with syntax. Syntax, they're like action to perform a specific task, right? So now, some people call it syntax, some people call it statement, some people call it keyword, some people call it clause. They are all the same, right? They are all the same. Good. I've also explained this in the last class. So can you see I'm doing more revision now? Good. For those who are not in the last class, I'm also explaining what this material is all about and how it can also help us. You know, I told in the last class that we don't create table as analysts. We're not the one to create the table. The table will have been there, the database will have been there, right? All we just need to do is to query, to pull out. Somebody asked a question, a very sensitive question, and the question was, I'm a data analyst. Why do I need to learn SQL? I know Excel can help me do this, do this, do this. I know Power BI can help me do this, do this. What is SQL used for? And I said, the data you want to use Excel to analyze, who will give you? Yes, who will give you? Nobody will give you. You are the one that will go and get it. How do you get it? You get it from your SQL. Don't know how to interact with SQL. You might be struggling. That's why SQL is. But SQL is number one. If you know SQL to get job, the data space is very, very easy. Okay, so let me leave story and let's proceed. So we dealt with all this, we dealt with all this, we dealt with all this in the last class. Good. And then we went to the select syntax. Do you remember? Select. Good. Select is used to pull out a chunk. You want to select all, or you want to select a specific column. Do that also in the last class. Now, can you see that this material is very, 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 very rich and encompassing? I'm not the owner and it's not for EasyTech. This is just a general material that I recommend for all my students. So now can you see? Select, mention the column name, and also from the table name. Good. This was what we did in the last class. This was what we did in the last class. Select all. I've explained it. The star stands for what? All the columns. Are you there? So then we also have select distance, right? Now, maybe let me structure my class in this form. Let me structure my class in this form so that I can carry everybody along and then we can be on the same pace. So this is what I'm going to use. And this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this material, yes, for this class. Like we'll be taking each of these syntax one by one. Yes, I'm going to do that. Right. We'll be taking this syntax how? One by one until we finish it. We are going to finish it. It will not be today. We are going to finish it. Please, you have started this journey. I want to see you through to the end. I promise to teach you even advanced SQL syntax. But if you do not stay through, how will I teach you? So, okay, so in the last class, okay, now we did the select in the last class. We did not do the select distinct. I'm going to teach you select distinct. We did the where clause. I'm also going to teach you the order by. Right. So now I've just recommended this material, but let me go back to our syntax and let's just look at a few things we did. So this was what we did in the last class. We created a table. We've already done that. We insert into our table, did that. We also did select all. Now there's something I observed from those who submitted assignments. They just wrote the query. That's all. No, don't just write query. Write it, run it, and then see the output. There must always be an output. This is the output, the results of your query. So when you run it, you get to see the output. So that's what we did. Now today, we want to create table. But now we want to create it in a way that is a bit different from the one you used to see. For some of us, it might not be new, but for some of us, it might be very, very new. Now, when you get to offices, when you get to organization, let's say maybe you get a job with Microsoft or with Google or with a very big brand, KPMG, or with your dream company that you want to work with, right? Good. When you get to those companies as an analyst, you will discover something. I'm giving you expo now. You will discover something. They have data inside different tables. Right there, they have data inside different tables. Now they can have like 4 tables, like 5 tables, like 6 tables. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to also give you a diagram on how to achieve all these things. So we have tables. You see, now the one we did in the last class was just one table. But when you get to this organization, this one table, they can break it into 2. They can break it into 3. They can break it into 4. They can break it into 10. They can break it into 30. Yes. I don't know. Maybe some of us who have been working with data, maybe in our offices, maybe in your office, you will see a table. It has employee data, employee information rather, employee. When you check that particular data, you only see information about employee. Maybe the employee ID, the employee name, the employee address, the employee Gmail, the employee this, the employee that. Everything will be about what? Only employee information. Then you see on that table again, it will have what? Employee salary, right? That's where you see their salary. Right there, it will only have the what? Their salary. Maybe you see another table also that contain maybe, let me say, maybe the sales. You only see information about what the sales. The date another was placed, the date another was the day another was placed, the date that was maybe other was shipped, the ship mode, and all information about what? Sales transaction. And of course, you can be seeing more and more and more and more and more tables. But for this class tonight, we want to create 3 basic tables. And when we create these 3 tables, we will now connect them. Are you there? We will now connect them. Now, basically, these 3 tables can be combined to be one table, right? To be like one table. But in organization, you see more than one table. Now, these 3 tables we want to create are also related. Are you there? Are also related. They can be connected. They are not like separate tables, right? Good. So we call it data normalization, right? But I will not go deeper into that because it's purely an SQL class. We want to do more practical. Now, I don't know, maybe for me to make this class faster, let me quickly just create the table. But please, if at any point you're not getting it, or should I do copy and paste so that I will very fast? I'm going to do copy and paste. So I'm going to explain everything I'm copying and I'm pasting. So let me just copy and paste because of time, right? Let me do copy and paste. And also, I also love you to also have this the same access. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's do it this way. Yes, let's do this way because I want you to follow me. It's 100% practical class. So this is it. I'm going to be copying and I'll be pasting it on this this I'll be pasting it on this Google Workspace. Please, as you are getting it, I want like a representative in each group to do what? To post it to their different WhatsApp groups. Idea to post it to their different WhatsApp groups. I know it's possible. Yes. So I'm doing it so that because I want everybody to follow me. And also, I don't know. Let me just do it that way for now. I can compile all the code and send to you later. But for those who are following me now, so I just sent the first one now. So just copy it. If you are with your SQL, just paste it and also paste it on your WhatsApp group. So whichever WhatsApp group you are, just paste it there. Just paste it there. Good. So now let's come back to class. The first thing we did was to create a customer table. Now, what do you have in customer table? Of course, everybody can create this because we did this in the last class. We write our what syntax, create table, and then the what? The table name, customers. Right? What did I do again? Please mute your mic. Who is this student? Please. All mics should be muted. The mic is unmuted. I get to remove it from the call because I'm distracting everybody. Okay, good. So yes, good. So now, okay, I have it as what customers, right? Good. So I have customer ID, of course, ID, good. And then I call it integer. Now I've taught you now data type. If you cannot remember, please raise your hand. I'm assuming now that you can remember, but if you cannot remember, please raise your hand. I did it in the last class. And then we call it primary key. Now, what are primary key? Let me explain. Primary key is a column that you have records that uniquely identify each record. Everybody listening to me, I want to believe maybe most of us on this community have gone to a tertiary institution. Now, when you go to that tertiary media university or polytechnic, you agree with me that you have a particular number that uniquely identify you, maybe a magic number. Now, you agree that you are the only one that have that magic number. Good. Thank you so much. Registration number. Good. That number, that ID, that code, you are the only one that have it. It uniquely identifies you. You cannot have two persons sharing that same number. You can have two persons with the same. Hello, can you hear me now? None of
We
you,
can hear you.
none of you, none
Yes,
of you,
We
none of you
can
came to
hear
my
you.
DM. None of you came to my DM to say, hello, we cannot hear you again. It's not good though. Where's Mr. Favor?
Me,
Mr.
I
Favor,
was
you
even
too.
wondering, like, what happened?
Ah,
Yes, sir. I thought it's my network. That is why I know. I thought my network. Yeah.
okay. My router went off. It was not plugged. Yeah, so sorry about that. My router
Oh,
went not plugged.
yes,
Okay,
sir.
yeah, we are back. Yeah, we are back. Thank you so much. But please, if at any point I'm lost, right? Please, I would just love. Please go to the WhatsApp group. We cannot hear you again, right? Just give some reaction. Of course, this is a class. Okay, let's get into it. Where am I coming from? Yeah, I was explaining that when you get to the university, you agree that students have a particular code, matric number. It uniquely identifies each student. Now, this is it. Please listen carefully. I want to give an illustration here. With that code, my time is running fast. With that code, they can go to their department and do what? And write as many exams as possible. In the admin, in the admin, they are the one that will generate your matric number. My screen is up. My screen is up. They are the one that will generate matric number for you. Are you there? But when you get to your department, you will use that one matric number to write as many exams as possible. You write GSC, GSD, this course, that course, that course, that course. Are we there? As many as possible. And then when you are done with all those courses, they will combine the result of all those courses you've written, maybe 10 courses or 15 courses or 20 courses or 40 courses, depending on the course, the department, and whichever one. They will compile everything back to what? All to you, to your matric number, and we will process it. And they will now announce you as the best student. Are you there? Good. Very possible, right? Good. Now, but that's not where that's just an example of what we want to paint here. But this, let's start with this. In the customer table, we have what? A unique identifier, which is what? The customer ID. Also, when you get to, for those of us who are doing 9 to 5, you agree with me that you have an ID, employee ID. Yes or yes? Yes. A customer to a business, to a product, to a service, they will also generate an ID for you. In Facebook, you have an ID. On LinkedIn, you have an ID, right? That uniquely identify you. You can have two persons with the same name. You can have five persons with the same name, the same gender, the same location, the same address, the same date of birth. But an ID will be generated for each user, for each customer, right? So that's why we have the what? Primary key. Now, when you see auto increments, it means by itself, it will be adding one, it will be increasing by itself by one, increase auto increment. So that means if a new record is created, if a new row is created by itself, it generates an ID, like a sequence, just like 1, 2, 3, 4. So when a new row is created, 10. When a new row is created, 11. When a new row is created, 12. I'm explaining this code now. Good. Now, this first name I've explained it. This is another column header. We have data type as text. I've explained data type. Now, when you have not null, what do I mean? We call it constraints. We call it what? Constraints in SQL. Not null means it must not be empty. I want to ask you, you agree with me? You would have filled some forms, either online forms, most times online form, maybe in a website or Google form, whichever one. Maybe you saw a particular feed and they asked you date of birth, but you said, I don't want to give them my date of birth. And then you just scroll down and then you saw submit and then you click on submit. Now, when you click on submit, it takes you to that place. How many of you have experienced it? Give me an emoji if you have experienced it. You want to fill a form and then you just left a particular place blank and then you are just joking, you want to submit. But when you submit it, it takes you back to that place. Go back and fill it. Go back. Just two persons out of 20 students on this call. No now. No now. No now. That means you're not following me, Abby. I'm the only one moving. So yes, some of us have experienced that. What did they do? We call it validation. They validated that cell. In SQL, we call it constraints. They've added constraints. So when you see not null, that is not empty, that means that particular field must not be empty. Are you there? Good. So not null here too. Now when you have unique, who can explain unique? Anybody on this call? Anybody? Anybody? Mr. Emmanuel, can you explain unique? Mr. Emmanuel, can you explain unique?
I
Okay,
don't
Mr. Emmanuel,
know.
explain.
Does it refer to the unique identifier you were explaining, like your rich number or anything that they can use to identify a person?
No. Okay, unique
Oh,
means there must not be duplicates. Like, for example, now, Miss Lizzie, I'm not sure. Are you the one calling? Are you the one joining from Ghana? I want to be very sure. I want to mention
no,
something.
sir.
Okay, no, okay, good. That means most of us are in Nigeria. Good. So in Nigeria, there's something we call NIN or BVN, right? You agree with me? It's unique to individuals, right? It's unique to individuals. So also email, you agree with me? The email that you have, no other person have that same email, right? That's a fact. No other person have that email. So let's say, for example, you created an email, EasyTech 365, for example. No one else. Just like username, for example, now you are the only one that have created that username and have assigned to you. Are you there? That's an example of unique. And then the text, of course, normal text. Then we have the super highlight this. Can you see? I highlighted it. And I will come here to do what? To run it or to execute it. When I run it, can you see? It return successful. Good. If I want to see this table I just created, what will I do? I will do what? Select or is to see, to view the table. From what? From the table name. That's what? Customers, right? Good, customers. So if I come here now and I run it, can you see? These are the column headers. Good. Now, let me do what? Let me fill up my table. Let me add some records, some rows. So to make it faster, I will not be typing it one by one. I will just do some Control C, Control V because I've done it in the last class. Please mute your mic. Okay,
Please,
I
I
know
wanted
what.
to ask question. I know, Mr.
Okay,
Israel. I'm so
please.
sorry.
Okay, this is it. This is how we also do it, even in at EasyTech. This is how we do it. When you have questions, you raise your hand, right? So there's a hand raise button.
Apologies.
Good, good. So there's a hand raise button. So when you raise your hand, I get notified and then I can call you to speak. So by doing that, we make it much more professional. And that's what we stand for also at EasyTech. Okay, so let me take Miss Ruke, Miss, please. Yeah, you can proceed now with your question.
Okay, I'm so sorry that I interrupted. I just wanted to know if this unique identifier is the same thing as the primary key. I think my
Okay,
network was fluctuating, so I didn't really get
okay,
that part very well.
okay. The answer is no. Now, it can look similar, right? But the answer is no. There's something that primary key does. I'm going to explain it. The primary key is used to connect a column to another column. Yeah, right. It's used to connect the column. So it's actually a bit different. They can look similar, but it's different. Of course, unique means there's no duplicate. It's unique to only you. It can also be an ID. Of course, that unique idea, but it does not equivalent to primary key, right? It's not equivalent to primary key. Primary key is that column that can be used to connect to a foreign key. I'm still going to explain that. I'm coming from somewhere. I'm still going to explain what foreign key means. Now we can connect primary key to foreign key. Okay, so now let's import some data. But now let's do it this way. So I've highlighted it here. Then I can do what? Then run it. And you see, I've run it. If I come back here and I run the same query, now let me paste the same code here. Please, I'm pasting the code. Please, let's paste on the general group. Please, let's paste all this query on the general group. So whichever group you are, please do me a favor. Let's just download the queries there. And for those who are following, please just extract the code here, and then you can use it. I'm going to look for other alternatives in which I can use to share the query so that you get it in a more better file format. So all I need to do is I will highlight it, right, and I will run it. Please, if now this is it. If you run this query twice, uh, you have your results twice. They'll be like duplicates. But please always ensure to only run it once so that I don't have that duplicate. Okay, good. So I have it here, then I can come here, then I can run select up from customer, then I have this table. A hand is raised, Miss Ruke. Okay, let me take your question, please.
Good evening, Mr. AJ.
Yes, good
My
evening.
okay, yesterday the last class we had, so I you gave assignments and my laptop was in my office, so I tried doing it yesterday and I got everything correctly because I remember you said if you don't have your words correctly or whatever, that it will highlight red. So I did everything and everything was correct. But when I run the program, it was giving me error messages. So I don't know. So I was like asking someone, they said that I need to install a database or something. So I don't know if that's true.
Okay, personally, I might need to see the error message, right? So the error message always give a direction to what you need to do. So if I see the error message, I'll be able to guide you on what to do, right? So it's not something I can just speak from here. Yes. Okay. So and I believe you
Okay.
came late because I also tried to address the same issue, but that's fine. Okay, let's proceed tonight. So I've done that, then I can run my query, right? And if I run this query, I get to see this table. Can you see? This is just a dummy table. Now the next I want to do is I want to import customer table. So the first thing I will do is what to create table. Now I've told you now we don't create table as analysts. When you get to organization, they already have everything set up. All you just need to do is to extract. So, but because we are doing it generally, that's why I'm just creating this table. So I believe everybody can relate to this table, right? Create another table. The name of the table is product, and then these are my queries, and then I can do what? Then I can run it. Then this is the table created for us. So let's also import. Let's insert values. So of course I've taught you the syntax and how to do that. So come here to I can do what insert using this. So if I run this now, I'm going to have the table inserted for me. So if I come here and I say select all from what's the name of the table now? Product. No, there's no this. Good. So if I run this now, I'm going to send that table created for me as product. Please, if you are lost, please let me know. Now the last table we want to create is the sales table, right? Is the sales table. Now let me explain a few things here. I'm sorry, I'm doing copy and paste. I'm doing copy and paste, but I'm doing this because of time. Because I want to write typing this one by one, it take a lot of time. That's why I'm just doing copy and paste. Right? Good. And also, I told you already, we don't do this manually. When you get to big brands, organization, they already created the table for us. And most of those who do this thing is data engineer. They are the one that creates all this for us. They are the one that create pipeline, create flows, right? What we do as analysts is get the data and then analyze the data. Of course. Good. Okay, so this is another table called sales table. Of course, you're familiar with this syntax. Create table, you know the table. Of course, there's always what's a unique identifier, right? Good. Sales ID, the data type, and also the way we speculated it's good. Customer ID, right? Integer, integer, integer. You're familiar with that now. Integer means number. That's the data type. And when you are saying not null, it's telling us that that particular column cannot be empty. Okay, thank you so much. Miss Kelechi is requesting for the query. Let me just quickly copy it from products to this part. Let me copy everything. So that means some students are following me carefully. Okay, so control C. So I've copied everything to the latest part. Good. All right, so let me paste it. Don't worry, I'm still going to also organize all these queries so that you can just also copy and paste. All right, and then we look at more fantastic part of this section. Okay, good. So yes, we have the not null. We have already explained that. Now look at these two lines of query. You see, it's saying foreign key, this column, referencing this table, this table. Before I explain this part, let me do something very basic. There's a particular web browser I opened. It is good. And let me open another browser. I want to explain something. It's called the name of the website is called draw.io. I want to explain something. Now we call something relationship. Look at this. We have created three tables: product table, customer table, sales table. Now, We don't want these three tables to be on one file. That's why we have splitted it into three different tables. Why are we doing this? Of course, there are a lot of benefits why we are doing this. There are a lot of benefits. Let me click on this. Let me create a new. This is another one. Let me create a new. Good. Why are we doing this? Data redundancy is part of it, right? That's why you need to split your data, your file, into different tables. Are you there? Good. So now I just want to explain something here. You may not really need to understand what I'm doing. Like, or you may not really need to understand like all these things, like to create all these things, right? But just to understand what I'm trying to bring up here. So the first table we created here was what? Was a customer table, right? I just want to use this flow chart to explain something. Customer table, and then we created another table. Let me name it. No, not this table. Like this. Let me create another one here. Right, we created another one here. We call it what? We call it sales table. Sales table. Then we created another one to the third one and the final one. We name it what? We name it. We name it product table. Product table. Now look at something. When we created this table, now from the, I don't know, how can I split my screens? I want everybody to participate. Good. Can I minimize this? How can I minimize this? Okay, it's not minimizing. Good. Now, but I want somebody to take note of something that we have here. What we have here. When we are creating the customer. Please, somebody should just help us mark all these column headers. Just tell us maybe some few. Customer ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, right? Let me call me and do that. Yes, what? Customer ID. Sorry, not that. Yeah. Customer what? ID. Please, if your background is not noisy, you can unmute your mic. Customer ID, first name, last name, and then let me say phone number, right? Phone number. Good. And then the product table. The product table has what? Who can tell us, please? Product table has what? Anybody? Anybody? I've given you the syntax now. Product ID, product name. Anybody? Anybody? I want somebody to do this for me, please, to make it very fast.
Product
Or anybody?
ID, product name,
Thank you so much.
category,
Please, by one, I'm not too fast.
price,
Products
ID,
underscore. Yes.
product name,
Name. Let's just write name.
category,
Category. Yes. Let me just say quantity, QTY. I'm just making it very, very short, right? I'm just making it very, very short. Now, the third table, we have the sales. Okay, somebody should just tell us maybe some few columns. Sales ID, this and this and this. Anybody? Yeah, anybody? Can make a screenshot. I'm seeing some reaction. Are you lost? Don't be lost. Don't worry. Every time I'm seeing, I'm going to bring everything together. So who is dictating it for me? Because sales ID. Please unmute your mic and speak. So under sales, we have what?
Good evening.
Sales. Yes, good evening.
Okay, my name is
Sales.
Ogechi. So my question is this: this table you're creating, this customer table, product table, and what's this one? Okay, then sales table that you're creating here. Are you trying to do something in Power BI where you're creating a model?
Hey, Ms. Ogeshi, you are bringing us to Power BI in SQL.
No, sorry, because what you're doing here almost looking like as if you're creating a model in Power BI. Because I'm trying to understand what you're doing here.
Okay, of course, it's similar, right? Yes, in Power BI, we call it data modeling. Yeah, you are very correct. Creating relationship between two or more tables. Yes, you're very correct. Very correct. So that's why I said if you understand, well, we can also do it in Excel. We call it Power Pivots. We do it in Excel too. Idea, good. So if you
Yes.
understand Excel very well, Power BI very well, what I'm
Yeah.
doing with them, well, because of the type of audience we have, so I need to break it and also use
Okay.
some diagrams to explain. If I use mouth, some of us may not understand. Yeah, you're very correct.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so quantity, please, dates, you're welcome. Okay, so who is guiding us? Who is challenging us? Who is dictating for us? Yes, Miss Udok. Udok. So customer ID. Let me help myself. Nobody's helping. Quantity.
Okay. Uh, I volunteer.
You said quantity and so on and so forth. A lot of time I don't want to, I don't want to be creating. So I will just very fast. Now, let me give an example. The example I was coming from before I proceed with this. Now, look at something now. The same example I was coming from. Now I told you in your department, in your university, the admin, let's say in the admin department, they will give you an ID, matric number. So now when you get to your department, you can use that matric number to write as many exams as possible. Good. Now, in the admin, we call it the primary key. Just assume it's the primary key because they give you one matric number and it's unique to you, right? But in the department, that one matric number, you use it to write 5 exams, 10 exams, 15 exams, depending on the course you are writing and the number of courses you are writing, right? Good. So in the department, we call it foreign key because that ID can be used as many times as possible. Do you get now? So also in the business sector, let me give you an example. Before now, I get to know about Jumia for a very long time. Just like Temu now. Some of us know Temu. But then I did not purchase anything. I just created an account. And immediately I created an account, my records are now with Temu. My records are with them. They also have another table that is known as orders. That's where the transaction takes place. When you check that particular table, you will not see my record. Because of what? I have not ordered. But it was last year or last 2 years, after I've trusted Jumia to a large extent, I placed my first order. When I saw that Black Friday, Bonanza stuff, I placed my first order, right on Jumia. Now, what happened? My details are now on customer table. Because I placed order, my details also will appear on the sales. Sorry, my details was on customer table when I registered, but my details were not on sales table. But when I placed order, what happened? My details will now reflect on the sales table. Do you get? None of you is following me. So now these two tables need to be connected together. Thank you so much. These two tables needs to be connected together so that whenever we reference, whenever we call out, I want to know if this customer has placed an order. It makes it very, very easy for me to do what? To locate it because I've mapped these two tables together. Right? Because I've mapped these two tables together. So now, how do we map it together? We use primary key here. When you see PK, it means primary key. We connect it to foreign key. Let me, can I copy this? Control C, Control V. Good. We connect it to what? Foreign key. We call it FK. That's foreign key. Right? We connect it to foreign key. So here too, I need another. Do you have question, please? Submit on my. I can hear myself. Let me meet everybody. Please, Mr. Wasi, you are coming late and I will mute your mic. Let me remove you from the call. Did I remove you? Please, let's mute our mics. When you're joining you, any meeting, any online meeting, it's very, very important that our mics are muted before we join. All right, F key, right? Foreign key. Good. And look at something I did here. Now, this is it. Now, if I want to connect these three tables together, I'm going to say primary key here, PK. this customer ID is connected to the what? To the foreign key here. Let me drag it this way. Good. Let me put this at the middle. Let me put it at the middle. And do you see? Oh, sorry, all these things I did here. Let me drag it here. This FK. This FK. And do you see? Primary key here uniquely identify each record. But on this table is what? Is the foreign key. Right? Good. Now on this table, I can only have one unique identifier. But on this table, I can have what? Many times. That means, let me explain this now. That means one customer here can order how many times? Multiple times. I've been now. For those of us in Nigeria, we place order. You are a customer, you can order as many times as possible. So that means your record on this sales table can appear multiple times. That's where the foreign key lies. Can appear how many times? Multiple times. But on the customer ID, you only have your unique ID that uniquely identify only you. ID that uniquely identify only you. That's your ID. But under the sales, you can have as many entries as possible. That means as you are, you can order 5 times, order 7 times, order 10 times, order the number of times you like. Please, if you are with me, please just give me a thumbs up. I want to be very sure because I don't just want to start writing SQL syntax. Thank you so much. Good. I love this. Good. If you have question, please raise your hand. Let me just trash your question now. Good. Good. Now, let me also do an example that you might maybe also relate to. Just like you are, you can join EasyTech training as many times as possible. But you are the only one. You can join as many times. You, personally, you are unique, right? But you can join as many times as possible. So also, product also, we also have PK here. We can also connect it to the what? The foreign key here. So that means we can have one product, but people can order that product multiple times. Yes or yes? Of course, yes. People can order it what? Multiple times. Now, do you see? I've connected it. People can order that product what? Multiple times. Idea good. Now, what we have here, we have connected these 3 tables together. Right? Now, this is just like a flow chart to explain what we want to do. Now, let's go back to our SQL syntax. So, this is our SQL syntax. Good. This is our SQL syntax. Now, do you see? We created this. But now, in our SQL, we also need to map it. On Power BI, sorry, I'm mentioning Power BI because Ms. Ogechi has asked a question. On Power BI, it's very easy for us to map, to connect, to model, to create relationship. Don't worry, all these things are the same name. People call it different names. But choose anyone that you have love. Good. It's very easy. Click and drag, you have done it. But here, you need to write the syntax, and that's what these last 2 syntax are all about. You see, foreign key. I taught you foreign key. Do you remember? Foreign key, good. What column? Customer ID column is referencing a table called what? Customer. What column? Customer ID column. Ms. Ogechi, your hand is also raised. Yeah, please go ahead with your question.
Sorry to drag you back a little. How did you get to that landing page where you were able to create that model?
Landing page, like I don't understand landing page here. When you say landing page, I'm lost.
Sorry. How did you get to that place where you connected the foreign key to where you connected the primary key to the foreign key?
Okay, I use online. I just went online. So
Okay.
you can also use it. It's called draw.io. Just type draw.io so you can create something like this. And also if you want to create any flow chart. Yes, draw.io. Then you pick your shape to just do your okay. Good. So we have foreign key, what column? Customer ID here is referencing what particular table called customers table. Which column in customer table? Customer ID. Customer ID already has primary key. Do you remember? Let me show you. Do you remember? Already have primary key. This is that primary key. Where is it? Yeah, primary key. Do you see? Good. Now we have connected customer and sales together. That's what this line of code is all about. Kind of syntax. Then we also do the same also for products. If you have 5, if you have 7, this is how you connect it. Yes. So I also do for foreign key this column, referencing this table and also this column. I believe that is clear. So I will come here and do what? Highlight it, and then I will do what? Run it. Good. So I've run it now. Now let's go and do what? Let's go and get the records, the rows. So now come here, pick the rows, Control C. Let me paste it here. So these are the rows. If I highlight this and I run it, can you see? I have this running successfully. If I want to see my table from sales, good. If I run this now, I can see this clearly. Now, do you see? I can see this clearly. Good. So from here now, let me also paste the code here so that everybody who is following me can also pick the code. Thank you so much, Miss Blessing. I love that reaction. Shows you are following me. Good. All right, good. So now we now have 3 tables that we have connected successfully. We have 3 tables we have connected successfully. What are the tables? The first table is customer. So if I want to see the first table, I'll just come here and say what? Select all. Select all from customer. Right, good. So if I want to see customer table, I will do select all from customer. So if I run this now, what do I see? I see customer table. This is customer table. Now, do you see their ID, their first name, their last name, their email, and also their phone number, right? And if I also want to see the last table, that is what select all from, sorry, please, I'm not from products. Does it have S? I'm not sure. Does it have S or products? There's no S. So please, you might need to write it the same way I'm writing it, so I can see the different product, different price, and different stock quantity. So please, I would love us to do this together because I want to start exploring the syntax one by one, and then we'll start diving into it. Look at this. The first table is what? Sales. Let's understand it. Let's start with customer table. If I run customer table, what do we have? We have the customer name, we have the first name, last name, the ID, the email, and also the what? Their phone number. Second table is the sales. Let's also see what is inside the sales. Can you see? This is the sales ID. This is the customer ID. This is the product ID. This is the quantity, the number of items sold, right? Good. And also the date it was also sold, right? Good. And the last table is the product. Let's also check the product. You can see the product ID. You can see the product name. You can see the category of the product. I can see the price of the product. I can also see the what? The quantity of the product. The quantity of the product. Okay, now, and there's a particular website I went through. That's W3 School. W3 Schools. Let's. I might need some of these syntax. I want to teach you in a way that you get to understand. Like jump it. I can leave number 3, then come back. My screen is still being shared, Miss Rashidat. Okay, now let's look at this question. And let's look at this syntax rather. Select distinct. Now select distinct. Let me explain how it works. Well, how does select distinct works? It's used to return like distinct value in a particular column. Distinct value in a particular column. How does it work? Let's go into it. So now let's come back to it. Let's come back here. Now look at this. Now we have different product category, right? We have electronic, accessories, furniture, electronic, stationery. But I can be like, I want to see what are the distinct categories of product that we have. Is it possible? Who can tell me, self? Who can just tell me those distinct categories? Anybody? Distinct categories of product. I ask you, what are the distinct categories of product we have here? Anybody? Anybody on this call? Just mention them. Hey, Mr. Wasiu, what are the distinct product category we have here? Miss Lizzie, what are the distinct categories of product that we have here? Eh, are you for real? Oh yeah, now someone to tell us. Miss Ogechi, what are the distinct? Yes, yes, electronic one. Thank you so much, Mr. Wasiu. Others, no electronics. Who is answering? Nobody is answering. Everybody is quiet. Yeah, Miss Ruka, your hand is raised. Does it mean we do not understand distinct? Okay, so let me explain distinct. Distinct means there must be no duplicates, right? Just like from this column now, we have electronic. We have electronic is like appearing twice. Electronic on number 1, electronic also on number 4. We want to see the distinct, right? Return, let me say return for me. Distinct what? Distinct product category. Please, there should be no duplicates. There must be no duplicates, right? There must be no duplicate. Now, how do you do that? Just say select, then you mention distinct, then you mention the column header. Distinct what? Category. Then you mention the table from where? From product table. Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. Thank you so much. You're very correct. Well, I would have loved it to. Can you see now? I can now see. Can you see? We have only 4 distinct product category. Do you see that now? We have 4 distinct product categories. So that's what distinct is used for. When you want to see like the distinct or the unique value in that column, we use select distinct. When you just say select all, it will give you everything. Right? Or you select that column to give you that same column. Or you mention distinct, that's where you have those distinct values, right? Good. And the next one is SQL the where clause. I've explained the where clause. It's used for what? Who can remind me? Mr. Favor, you're in the last class. The where clause is used for what? The where clause, Mr. Favor, is used for what? Mr. Favor Oyeni. The where clause is used for what? Mr. Favor has left me. Mr. Favor is used to filter. Thank you so much, Miss Ogechi. We are the guys, only ladies are speaking here. The where clause is used for filtering. Right there, good. So I can say, let me just give a question to it. Let me just give a question. Can I use it? Can I say a question here? Can I use a question here? Now we can see here. Let me say tax. Let me just say tax. Let's say you go to office and they ask you, please, we want to see products that are above 5,000 naira. Are you there? We want to see products. Or please give me the products that are above 5,000 naira. Can you give me? Now, who can tell me the syntax I will write? Good. Mr. Charles, can unmute your mic and give me the syntax.
Okay, for us to get the products that are above 5,000, we will
select
our product name,
products underscore name
from the products table, that is from products.
From products, okay.
Where price is greater than 5,000.
Where price is greater than, like this, Abby?
No, you remove
Where
is
price is greater than, okay, where price is
greater. No, remove is, just say price greater.
Okay, price greater than
5,000.
5,000. Thank you so much. But to make it much more easier, I love this. Let's also include the price here. Let's also include the price here. So good. So this is perfect, and this is brilliant. Good. So if I run this now, What do we have? Can you see? I can now see. See, when you're writing your syntax, there must be an output. This is the output. Can you see? I can see the product name and also the price. I can now see these are the products and the price that are both 5,000 naira. Can you see? Good. Okay, so that's what the where clause helps us to achieve. It's used to do what? To filter. So if you come here, don't forget we're using this documentation together so that everybody gets to understand SQL stuff. Now, can you see? You can use it, you can use it, you can use it, you can use it. Okay, and the next I want to teach is the order by. The order by is used for sorting. How do you sort? We sort in two ways. You can sort numbers, you can also sort text. You can sort numbers, you can also sort text. You can sort numbers, you can also sort text. We are going to write up with this syntax, this order by. Good. Now, I can be like, can you please sort for us tables that's price from the highest price to the lowest price? Is it possible? Yes. I want to sort the products from the highest products to the what? To the least products. How do I achieve this? We use the order by. Let me write it here. Order by is used for sorting. Now, how do you sort? When you are sorting numbers, you sort numbers either from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. But when you are sorting text, you sort text either in ascending order or in descending order. So it depends on what you want to sort. Are you there? Depends on what you want to sort. Good. So, but let's sort this. Now, I'll just give a question. So let me say, let me just say tax. Let me say, sort the price of items from the largest product, from the largest item, from the largest, as the highest price, largest item to the what? To the least. So how do I achieve this? Very simple. So first I'm going to say what? Select all from products. When I say select all from products, I can see how the product looks like. Just to see, then I can carry out my task. So let me come here and I say select, or I can also select all from products. Right, good. And I will use my order by, sort it by, order it by what? By price. Now the question says from the largest to the what? To the least. How do I do it? I'll just come here and I'll put DESC. DESC means in descending order. But what column will you sort to sort the price? Now can you see it's not sorted? Laptop, this and this and this. But if I do DESC now, what do we have? We have it sorted. So if I highlight it now, then I run it, and you see, I sorted it. Laptop is the most expensive. Followed by what? Office chair. Followed by what? Power bank. Followed by what? Wireless mic. And then what? Item. And you see, what if I want to sort it in ascending order? I will not use DESC. I'm going to use ASC. Ascending. If I run this now, what happens? To give me this order. Let me ask a question and then we can call it a night at this point. And I want a guy, male student, to help us with this question. Okay, who wants to help us with this question? Can you help us rearrange the stock quantity from the least to the highest? I don't want to multitask. I want them to call male students. Where are the male students? I cannot find. Where is this man? I can see this man. Mr. Wasiu, do you want to try? Mr. Wasiu. Mr. Wasiu, do you want to try this question? Where are the male students? Mr. Anthony Promise, are you a male student? Anthony Promise, Mr. or Mrs. Are you a male student? Please can you unmute your mic and answer this question? Okay, who is Akoni Oni Consola? I don't know, male or female? Can you help us with this question? Akoni, Oni Consola, do you want to help us with this question? We need you to answer this question. Is Akoni, Oni Consola? Hey. Okay, Mr. Wasil, yes, please go ahead, sir. Mr. Wasil, please go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So it will be laptop, which is 10 stock quantity.
So how do I write my syntax? How do I write my syntax?
Sir, I'm new here, so I don't really have an idea.
Okay,
I'm just
so please, you might need to join the and check the last class, catch up, and then you can proceed. Miss Lizzie, do you want to try? It's not difficult now. Miss Lizzie, do you want to try? Hey.
I'm also new, sir. Today is my first day. So,
hey. Okay. I don't know. Mr. or Mrs. Victor Edex.
Ask the question again. Ask the question again.
Please raise your hand before you ask questions. Please, let's make this class orderly. Okay. Can we take your question now, please?
I was saying you should ask the question again. Oh.
Okay, the question says, kindly help rearrange the stock quantity from the least, that is from the lowest to the highest. Mr. Victor Edex, Mr. Williams Adoki, Mr. Williams was in the last class. Mr. Williams, do you want to help us with this question? And then we can wrap up the class tonight. Mr. Williams. Okay. Miss Rashidat. What's going on? This question is not difficult at all. Miss Rashidat. Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer, don't fall my hand though. For my hand. Miss Jennifer. Yes, please go ahead. You can unmute your mic now.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Okay, so you can type select all from products.
Okay. Select
Then
all from products. Okay. Is that all?
Then order by stock quantity.
Good. Order it, rearrange it, sort it, order it by what? Stock
Quantity.
Stock quantity. Yes, thank you so much. Quantity. Okay.
Then sending ASC for sending.
Thank you so much. ASC, that's ascending. Good. Thank you so much. These are queries, then I can do what around it. Thank you so much. Now, do you see? Is the list quantity 10, 15, 25, 30, then 100. All right, so this brings us to the end of today's class. My assignment is always simple. All what I did today, I would love you to do the same. All what I did today, I would also love you to do exactly the same, and then share your screenshots. And more importantly, I want to see your code, and your output, your code, your query, and then your output. So very, very important. So I know that some students also are struggling to understand what we're even doing because you don't have foundation. Of course, there's only foundation to SQL, and there's also foundation to data analysis, and that is where Excel comes in place. You need to understand what Excel really means. When you have that background knowledge, it makes it very easy for you to understand. Not only that, also Power BI will also help you, right? Help you in data modeling, creating reports, creating dashboard, and then you can now take SQL class. If you're interested in the pre-recorded class, please, I would love you to key into it. We already have pre-recorded videos available for you that you can watch at any time. and then gain mastery on how to use these skill sets. You get to work on projects. And this mentorship session is to answer all your questions. I can say you are very, very lucky, very cheap and affordable. If you want to go for it, kindly check on any of our admins. They will be here to guide you. We also have the master class. Master class is not only a 3 months training, it's an intensive training that covers from Excel to Power BI to SQL. You have an instructor, you also have a mentor. Somebody comes to class, teach you, right? Guide you, just like the way I'm doing tonight, right? Good. So we have excellent instructors. I will also be on ground to teach you myself. So you have nothing to lose. Beyond this, also you work on projects, you work on assignments, right? You submit all the assignments, do your project, you do exam. And after completing this training, you work on nothing less than 7 different data analysis projects. You post on LinkedIn, you do LinkedIn visibility, and it's a robust training for you. And beyond this, there's also certification of completion. After you have completed the entire 3-month training, you will also be given a certificate to show, to prove that you've completed the course with EasyTech, right? So please, if you also want to go for the master class, you can also check on any of our admins on the main WhatsApp group. Just any group that you are, just go to any of the admins and type you want to register for EasyTech master class. We guide you on how to use Excel, Power BI, and SQL. There's also certificates for you. And for those who have joined tonight's class, normally our master class is 75,000 naira. The master class is 75,000 naira. But because you have joined our mentorship class, we are doing like another 5% discount. So you're not paying 75,000 naira. You'll be paying 70,000 naira, right? But this is for those that are going to pay tonight. And we also accept installment payments. That means you want to make payment in installment, you want to pay instrumentally. So for tonight, for those who have joined tonight mentorship class, please, I'm saying it and I will keep saying it and mark my words. The discount ends tonight. So after tomorrow, after tonight, it's back to 75,000 naira. So please, when you are going to any of our admin, just tell them that you have joined the mentorship class so that you will not get to pay 75,000 naira. So you only pay what? 70,000 naira. So I'm saying it now. Please, let's take note. For all those who have joined the mentorship class tonight and you want to go for the master class where we get to guide you for 3 months, I'm also part of the instructor that will be to teach you Excel, Power BI, SQL. And I can 100% guarantee you there's also an internship for you. Not just internship, a paid internship. You can be learning and be gaining practical experience. I can assure you of that 100%. You have nothing to lose. You want to grow your skill, EasyTech is the best for you. I'm not here to cap. We also have our students on this call, and also they can also testify to what EasyTech is doing, EasyTech is building. For those who are in the community, you are seeing some students that are sharing some LinkedIn posts, right? And that's what we do internally. We build in public. And this is also one of the things I'm going to be training you on. I don't need to say much. You're already a part of the community and you've been seeing what. Yes, it's not only for the best students. Internship is not only for the best students. It's not only. Internship is for everybody, right? It's for everybody. It's not only for the best students. It's for everybody. We have different package of internship, right, Miss Ruke? We have different packages of internship, right? Good. We can recognize you as the best student in your cohort. We give you internship. And also for all that students, also we also have basic internship. So internship has levels, right? So it depends on the one you might love, right? Or depending on the category of the one you have. Okay, so that'll be all for now for my end. I can see some hand raised. I don't know. Miss Jennifer, do you have a question? Your hand is raised. Miss Uduak, your hand is also raised. So please,
Yes.
promo. Okay, please go ahead.
I don't really have question here, but I just want to remind you. I don't know how you said you wanted to see the error message concerning what I told you earlier. So I don't
Okay,
know how I will
please.
send it to you.
Okay, please just locate any
If
of
you
the
can
admin.
just drop me a message. I sent it to one of the admin, but well, I don't know. I sent it to
Okay,
him, but I didn't get what he was trying to tell me.
okay, just locate. My name is on the WhatsApp. Okay, let me just say hi on the WhatsApp group so you can now locate. Just send it. I don't know
Yeah, just send me a
which
message
which of
then.
the groups
And
are
I
you.
also want to, I mean, many groups, so I don't know which one you are. And I also want to discuss with you on this master class something. So just send me a hi, we can talk.
I don't have your number, so I know it will be difficult, right, for me to. So, which of the
Hmm.
just check your WhatsApp, just check your phone. Which of the communities are you? Just check.
Okay, let
You
me
have
check.
group.
Let me
Just
check.
see the EasyTech Talent 1, EasyTech Talent 2. I said EasyTech
I
Community
am
1.
in Easy Technology Data. I'm there. I
Okay,
am
so
in
just said hi now. I just said hi. So this is my private number. Just said
Easy.
hi.
Okay, okay.
So just send me a personal message. So I go to look into your code, then we can make a performance. So please, if you want to go for the master class, you just message them. You can make any deposits tonight and then key your discount. But please, after tonight, the price goes back to 75,000 naira. And this is it. When you recommend a student, you get a 10% bonus, commission, referral sent to you immediately they complete their payments. So when you're recommending, you're also getting your 10%. But don't forget, when you're recommending and they're not paying tonight, they are paying how much? 75,000 naira. Thank you so much.
You said we can pay instrumental, so I'll pay some tonight.
All right, thank you so much, man. Okay, thank you so much for joining this call. Please, my assignment, kindly drop it tonight. I want to introduce you to EasyTech Talent that is coming up on Saturday. Please ensure not to miss it. EasyTech Talent. EasyTech Talent, the presentation ceremony whereby students present their projects. Please come around, come and learn how to use PowerPoint, how to communicate, how to present a data analysis project to stakeholders, to management, and also we'll also be taking feedbacks from the audience. Please, these are sections we don't want you to miss out, right? Saturday, please stay tuned and you're going to enjoy a whole lot we have to offer you. Once again, EasyTech is delighted to have you join us as part of our community member. That'll be all for now. Take care of yourself. See you at the top. Bye.